What is up? What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? I'm trying to make sure Uncle Mike looking cute for y'all, man. Why I say this? Well, I'm gonna say it anyway on this. I was going to wait till I say it on a video that I know we get a lot of views and stuff, because I want to say something to my subscribers. Y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, become a part of the family. Look, man, I'm looking at the comments. I'm doing everything I can to make the channel better. And I thank everybody, man. I thank all y'all, man. I wish I can shake everybody's hand, give you dap, give the people hugs, especially the women. Spend time with them. It's my birthday month this month, so I'm flying back over to the Philippines to celebrate. Also, I'm going to see one of our biggest fans that held the channel down in the very beginning, Tyson Robbins. Shout out to you, Tyson. I'm going to see Tyson, man, and dude, we don't have to do nothing. I just want to see you take pictures or shoot a little video or whatever. I don't care, man. It don't make no difference. Just so I can say I came and saw you. You know what I'm saying? We can sightsee a little bit or whatever, go out to dinner. I don't give a daggone. I just want to see. Don't get me high, though. Don't get me high, god daggone it. Grape Ape. Maybe we should go see Grape Ape also. He out there in close. When I say close, they miles away from each other. But anyway, I thank y'all, man. I read the comments and all that good stuff, and it make me feel so good that it's so many positive people in the world. Not like these people. The opposite spectrum of these people. Be a positive person, man. It ain't too late to change. Since I started a YouTube channel, when I started the YouTube channel, they laughed at me at my job. And I couldn't believe, because I'm the most popular person in school. In school, I won most friendliness, most likely to succeed, best all around, and it was one more, most talented. Most talented. I can't help it. I like music. I like to play all these instruments. I play 5 of them. Like music so much, I started engineering and technician. I've been on tour with people, mixing and running sound for people. I hate the fact that I was in love with music, because music make you do stupid stuff like this. Allegedly it does. I want to see people happy. I like to see smiles on people's face. When I was on stage, I went back to the restaurants and different things we used to play at and laugh and joke and talk with the people. That's what I think you should be doing. That's what God wants you to do. But nah. You got grown men, well, they think they grown, telling lies on me and talking about me, and they don't even know me. They said I live in the basement of my mama's house. Can you believe that? You know what my get back was? Why the basement though? Why I can't have a room upstairs? That's what I keep saying. And everybody laugh at me because they know this is my house. It got Michael Cross name on it. This is my house. I take care of my mom. She got the master bedroom, baby. You can have the master bedroom because I own the whole house with a 3-car garage. Yeah. And I'm not bragging. I dropped to my knees and I thanked the Lord when I got this house, because I barely got it. I barely got it, baby. It ain't like I'm balling. I'm not balling. I'm out here working. I worked hard for everything I got, man. With that being said, you people better get a life, man. I ain't talking about my fans and stuff. I'm looking at these comments, man. Ain't nothing but positivity, man, and it feels so good. It feels so good, man. Get that negativity out of your soul. I done apologized to the girl. I done went on a live stream and apologized to her. I done wrote her emails and apologized to her. Don't get the shit twisted, though. Don't fucking get it twisted, cuz. If you're an ugly person, I'm gonna let you know you're an ugly person. Now you calling me a liar. I done did the best I could. It was a joke. Don't get that shit twisted, man. I hate when people get shit twisted because you playing with my emotions. You playing with my intelligence. And when people start playing and thinking that they supposed to push for an inch, they get a mile, fuck that shit. I cut you off. I cut you off deep and let you know you are an ugly person. Go check yourself. You got a problem with Uncle Mike, then you the problem. Cause I give plenty of people, I let people sleep in my daggone recording studio trying to help people. Said he's gonna be here for 3 or 4 months. It was 3 or 4 weeks, I'm sorry. About no more than 3 or 4 weeks, 4 or 5 weeks, 6, 7, 8. He said weeks. It was 6 months. I let somebody stay here. It's all in the video. You can see him walking around in the video while I'm doing the reactions. Don't play with me, man. Don't play with me. I'm the real deal, baby. Anyway, I supposed to just be saying thank y'all, man. I never thought anything like this would happen to me, and I won't let you down. You can look all through my Facebook pages. You can look all through my Instagram. I don't give a sugar. I ain't trying to hide nothing, cuz. I ain't got nothing to hide, man. I go to the Philippines because that's the people I like. Can't help what I like. Damn sure enough can't help what you like. Ew. You like negativity? You like drama? Shit. You in the wrong life, dog. You better be lucky you didn't catch me 15 years ago. I'm the type of dude who will buy a ticket and meet you in your front car, in your front of your house. You don't want to mess with me, dog. I'm not gonna lose. I'm not gonna fight fair either, especially at my old age. Anyway, man, King Combs blast Diddy in court. The routine out fabulous. I remember when somebody was jumping on my partner to hear. Lit his tail up something terrible. How dare you? How dare you pick on people that you know you can whip? Ain't pick on me. Pick on me. Yeah. Pick on you. What, you thought I was soft or something? Is that what you thought? Oh my God. You got shit twisted, cuz. Hey, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. I don't know why they think I'm soft because I'm in here having fun, doing what I want to do. Speaking of soft, let's check Puffy's son out. Let's check him out.
Follow your dreams. And for my pops, can't stop, won't stop.
Yeah, can't stop, won't stop. I like that.
I like that.
I actually like the message of that because, you know, you got to keep on going forward no matter what anyone says.
You know what's up.
What's one misconception about
to carry out criminal activity, including trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and the obstruction of justice? Let me say a little bit more about the charges. The indictment alleges that Combs abused and exploited women and other people for years, and in a variety of ways. As alleged, Combs used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended performances with men.
Wearing a khaki prison-like jumpsuit when he appeared inside court, and his family appeared on their ends very just happy to see him. Now, I will say, when I was inside the courtroom, I was a little bit towards the back right side of the gallery, and so for seeing Sean Combs, I had to look through a few heads and stuff like that. But again, he appeared just kind of competent, a lot smaller bunch than it was the last time. So last time you're having all of Diddy's children, except with the exception of Love, who is just just a 2-year-old child, so she wasn't at court. But you had all of Diddy's children there except Love. But this time around, you just had Justin Combs and Christian Combs, meaning that there was no Quincy there today. Delilah and Jesse weren't there. Chance wasn't there. And the caretakers of his younger children who aren't of age just yet, they were not present inside the courtroom as well today. But his mom also wasn't in court today.
Now, he won't be going home for the holidays. He's been denied bail 3 times. That didn't stop him from hugging every single member of his legal team. Now, let me show you some of the video from today. His son, Christian Combs, who he's very close to and actually created music and some hit songs with, known professionally as King Combs, was once again at the federal court to support his dad, flying in from Los Angeles to let his father know he was still in his corner and to show everyone that he was standing by him.
Now, because like he's a hard critic, but at the same time,
but he will criticize.
Yeah, for sure. But nah, I mean, he always tells me like, yo, it's your choice, whatever you put out. It's not like he's like, yo, you can't drop this, you can't drop that. It's just, I really value his opinion and whatever he says, and really, but I'm my own man, so it is whatever I say. But at the same time, I know that I gotta work hard and I gotta just prove myself, and that I got big shoes, a big legacy to fill.
So your pop, he had a comment about R&B, and he said, as far as right now, R&B is dead. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, but I mean, he probably just not getting that feeling that he really needs. Because if anybody knows what R&B should sound like, it's my pops. Because he really started that back in the 90s. So
nigga, please, excuse me, my bad, y'all. Puffy ain't starting no. Wait a minute, hold up.
Because if anybody knows what R&B should sound like, it's my pops. Because he really started that back in the 90s. So
So Puffy started R&B. Puffy, that's not right. That ain't even right, little man. That ain't right. Puffy ain't starting no R&B. Before Bad Boy came out, Sugar Hill was there, Rapper's Delight, the girl that just passed away, Angie Stones. All this stuff was way before Puffy. Puffy wanted to be like them. Puffy came out around the Heavy D, Salt and Pepper and stuff like that. Hip hop was already bloomed and being strong. And you talking R&B? You need to go back to the daggone drawing board, man. I bet you your father probably was mad at you, what you said in this video, in this interview. R&B? Man. Oh, my God. Here we go.
Probably right. Probably they knows what R&B should sound like, it's my pops. Because he really started that back in the 90s. So, probably right. Probably they gotta be some more good R&B out there, or they gotta dig a little deeper or something. It's a lot of fire R&B people out there, but it's like, for me, if you ask that question, it probably should pop up.
The courtroom falls silent as King Combs takes the stand. His eyes are filled with pain, yet his voice remains unwavering as he grips the microphone tightly, staring directly at his father, Diddy, sitting at the defendant's table. The tension in the room is so thick it feels as though it could be cut with a knife. The judge clears their throat, signaling for him to begin.
A blank assault in a lawsuit that also names Diddy as a defendant. Ooh. They said Sean Diddy Combs, who is subject to a federal blank trafficking investigation, has been named as a defendant in a new lawsuit that alleges his son, Christian, aka King Combs, music mogul, had chartered for a trip at the end of 2022. If you guys don't know, remember that show on Bravo, Below Deck, about people that work on luxury yachts? Apparently this girl's alleging it was just like Below Deck, but it was mixed with Sodom and Gomorrah. This girl was actually fired, so the yacht company's probably in trouble too. She claims she has tapes that proves it 100% wasn't. Baby, the allegation is the latest in a wave of lawsuit accusing Diddy of blank assault, blank trafficking, and engaging in other criminal activity.
If he is convicted, he faces decades behind bars. His lawyer says that
Diddy is not only not guilty, he is innocent. As I speak right now, he is about to go into federal court to hear the charges and answer. He is expected to plead not guilty. He has surrendered his passport, and it appears he is trying.
What's your thoughts about your comparisons to your father? Like, when people say, you know, we act similar, sound similar, I just take it as a compliment because, you know, he's one of the swaggiest dudes on this earth.
Give me 2 pros and 2 cons of being your father's son.
I would say, you know, he's a dope dad. He lit. You know, I got to watch him as I grew up, be a fly on the wall, go to shows. It inspired me to, you know, be a rapper. Another pro is, you know, put me on game. 2 cons is that in the dance battle, it be getting a little tricky. Like, he be trying to get the best of me, I ain't gonna lie. Another con is, you know, when he be on his I wanna work for Diddy move, and he just be spazzing, you know, he sent the dude to get some cheesecake.
You know something? I want me a piece of cheesecake.
He ain't never sent me to get no cheesecake, but you know, it's all about the hustle and to make you better, so.
Friendly competition in the crib at all?
Yeah, the other day he was charting higher than me out of nowhere, and they just like delivered me the message, and I was just like, I know that's my son, but he's not getting to #1 before me. I said, that is not the way we come back in together. No, I didn't blackball him. I just told my team to turn up, and I felt so proud. Like, I felt like just so proud that he was higher on the chart than me. You know what I'm saying?
He is.
I don't think as of today, but
but you got more resources. That's not fair.
Yeah.
You guys go streaming.
Hey yo, it's just like running a race with your pops.
Now, how did you get Young Miami on the remix?
So I chatted with your papa last week, you know, because he's got this new album, the Love album.
Oh my God. Can't wait. Best album of the year, guys. Like, seriously, we've been listening to it for, you know, and it's amazing. We've seen it like be created and like bottom to top, and it's killer. The development is. Woo.
So you're proud of your papa on this?
Yes.
Oh yeah. And it's definitely got a different vibe and tone. It's definitely more R&B and Diddy, right?
Yeah. It gives you that R&B. It's like love.
You destroyed our family. 𝗗𝗡𝗞𝗡's voice shakes with emotion, but remains steady. He gestures toward Diddy, his face a mix of betrayal and fury. You were supposed to be our protector, our leader, but instead, you tore everything apart with your lies, your greed, and your selfishness. Gasps ripple through the courtroom, and cameras flash as reporters scramble to capture the powerful moment.
As we were talking about, is facing his own legal scrutiny. On April 4th, this was days after the simultaneous raids at Combs' home in Los Angeles and Miami, a woman named Grace O'Markey filed a civil lawsuit against Christian Combs. And according to that civil complaint, O'Markey, 25 years old at the time, says that she worked as a steward on the yacht that Combs had rented, and she was in charge of providing food and drinks for a 12-hour period. This was the yacht that Sean Combs had rented. And she believes that on that yacht had been laced with drugs, because she says women would have one drink and then almost immediately pass out or start falling over, which is kind of consistent with what the allegations are in Sean Combs' criminal indictment. But O'Markey says that Christian Combs had been staying at a villa on the shore, but then would come onto the yachts.
The rap mogul and businessman, both men, father and son, deny the allegations against them. CNN national correspondent 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 Bernal joining me live with details on this. 𝗗𝗢𝗡, what more are you learning?
Hey, Fred, so in this audio that CNN has listened to, you can specifically hear the accuser who alleges that she was being forced to take this tequila shot that she believed was laced with drugs. And in the audio, you can hear her asking Christian Combs if she was being and he answers, take the shot. Now, just to put things into perspective, the accuser was a crew member on the yacht. She was a bartender, and she says that shortly after this incident with the shot, she says she was cornered in a room. She says things became aggressive and physical, and then says that Christian Combs forced himself on her, and then says that it wasn't until another employee on the yacht came into this room that the abuse that she is alleging in this 31-page alleged lawsuit stopped, and she says it only stopped because through some of the evidence in the case, prosecutors said they collected 96 devices back in that March search of Combs' homes in Los Angeles and Miami, and when they searched him on his person, they said they'd begun going through them, encrypting some of them, and giving them back to the defense. That will take some time. There are going to be some motions in this case. One of those was addressed today. Now, if the judge does not need them back in court, the next time we will see Combs back in.
Diddy sits motionless, his signature sunglasses now removed, revealing tired, solemn eyes. He opens his mouth to speak, but hesitates, his legal team whispering furiously among themselves. King Combs steps closer to the stand, his voice growing louder with every word. Do you even feel remorse? Do you even care what you've done to us? To Mom? To your legacy? The room falls into an eerie silence, every eye fixed on the father and son.
Why this dude got this backpack on, man? I don't understand that.
Seen so many hurtful and false rumors circulating about our parents, 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞 and Sean Combs' relationship, as well as about our mom's tragic passing, that we feel the need to speak out. Claims that our mom wrote a book are simply untrue. She did not. And anyone claiming to have a manuscript is misrepresented.
4 of his 7 children released a statement on Instagram saying they want to clear up false rumors about their mother. Meanwhile, a new accuser is coming forward. Senior investigative correspondent 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗞𝗦 has the latest.
The children of Sean Diddy Combs are speaking out for the first time since their father's arrest last week. 4 of Combs' 7 children writing on Instagram, "We have seen so many hurtful and false rumors circulating about our parents, 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞 and Sean Combs' relationship, as well as about our mom's tragic passing, that we feel the need to speak out. Claims that our mom wrote a book are simply untrue. She did not. And anyone claiming to have a manuscript is misrepresenting themselves." A 60-page unverified book published earlier this month claimed to be the collection of diaries of Porter, who died at the age of 47 in 2018. The children, who don't mention their father's arrest in the statement, go on to write, "Our mother should be remembered for the beautiful, strong, kind, and loving woman she was. Her memory should not be tainted by horrific conspiracy theories." The message coming as another accuser goes public with allegations against Combs. Talia Graves claims in a civil lawsuit Combs and his bodyguard drugged, bound, and raped her in 2001 and filmed it.
It's a pain that reaches into your very core of who you are and leaving emotional scars that may never fully heal.
Hey, keep an eye on her. She ain't represented by Bugsby. Keep an eye on her. And her lawyer, I don't think she got a lot of cases and stuff. I think she focused on this one case. You keep an eye on her. Because she going to be taking, yeah. Keep an eye on her. She deep in the cover right now. You know what I'm saying? She going to come off the bench, baby. Come off the bench shooting threes like a mother.
The 54-year-old Combs has pleaded not guilty to charges he led a criminal conspiracy that abused women.
And 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗞𝗦 joins me now with more on this. Aaron, how significant is it to have a new accuser making claims like this on camera as Diddy's facing these criminal charges?
Well, look, she is detailing in an anguished appearance with her attorney Gloria Allred what she said happened to her in 2001 and the lasting impact that she said it had on her, and coming after Sean Combs' arrest on criminal charges perhaps lends some additional credibility because he's already been charged in a racketeering conspiracy that sought out women for abuse.
She's also filed a civil suit. Could that affect the criminal case at all?
The civil suit is at least the 12th filed against Sean Diddy Combs, and the first one from last November by Cassie Ventura is really what touched off the criminal case that led to Diddy's arrest and subsequent not guilty plea on the 3 criminal counts. Without the civil suit, there are probably not criminal charges against Sean Combs, but all the civil cases are now likely to be paused while the criminal case takes priority.
Now, some of Combs' children issued this statement on Instagram speaking out in defense of their mother, but they didn't really mention their father. What do you make of that?
It was an interesting statement coming a little more than a week after Combs's arrest here in New York. And the children seemed quite protective of Kim Porter's legacy because there's this 60-page unverified manuscript online that claims to be Kim Porter's diary entries or a compilation of some of her thoughts. And the children said that it just isn't true. And they didn't want her and her memory commingled with him and the criminal case that he's now facing.
And what's next in that case now?
He's back in court in early October. For now, he is being housed in protective custody at a federal jail in Brooklyn. He's in a dormitory-style open housing cell.
The judge bangs the gavel. Mr. Combs, please remain composed. But King Combs shakes his head, his voice rising with intensity. Remain composed? How can I be composed when my own father betrayed me? When he destroyed everything we stood for? His hands ball into fists, his voice heavy with years of unspoken pain, each word echoing through the courtroom. The weight of his emotions is palpable, leaving the room in stunned silence.
Whole interview that they had, Derek Lee claims that in 1997, Diddy raped him. I know. He raped a grown-ass man. Yeah, he was a bartender. He said, and I don't want people to think that I think that's funny, but the shit is funny. He said it's sad. He said that he was invited to a party and it was girls there, it was guys there. Things got freaky. You understand? He's a bartender. He said that he was drinking Jim Beam and Diddy brought him a drink over. And then Diddy told him, I put a little something extra in there. And he said,
oh my God.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. He said he woke up butt naked with his thong gone. No, he didn't say that, bro. But he said he woke up and Diddy told him he had him. He said he went, he filed a report, but they threw it up under the cops swept it up under the rug and everything like that.
Dang,
so he was suing Diddy and everything like that. So he said that Diddy came to the jail and said that, hey, I'll give you $2.3 million or something like that, or 23. I don't know if it's 2.3 or $23 million to make this go away. We'll leave this alone the whole 9 yards. Just like I just said, he's trying to pay people off to make things go away, for them to drop their suits and everything like that. You know what I mean? And if he does that, they civil suit. Drop them, make them go away. What would it take? So this particular dude said that Diddy was trying to sell properties and sell things and stop him from getting his money, and I didn't understand that. But the judge found some validity in what he was saying and said, yo, I'm gonna give you a 90-day restraining order against him from selling anything until you get all your paperwork in correct, because Diddy was served in the whole 9 yards. And as it was said that Diddy and his representative did come to the jail. So if the guy didn't have no lawsuit, if the guy wasn't, if his stuff wasn't truthful, why would they entertain it? The judge entertained it, Diddy lawyers them entertain it, and Diddy entertained it. So it may be some truth to it. But this dude is raping grown men. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, we can laugh at it, but it sounds like it's true. I mean, I'm looking at it right now, and he did go to prison, and he offered the inmate $2.3 million to settle the case. So
that's what the paperwork said, and the judge must have thought he has some validity into what he was saying. What the judge do? He granted him the restraint.
Damn.
From Diddy selling the property until the dude get his paperwork and everything in.
You heard about Diddy law firm breaking ties with him and Miami Beach taking his day away?
Well, all the things that happened to Diddy and he losing friends, companies, cities, city names, city girls. I think he should become an altar boy for TD Jakes and give his and let TD Jakes, you know, put some hands on him and probably save himself and save his soul. I think that's what he should do. I think that he should really consider getting into the church. Yo, listen here, man. Do like Russell Simmons. I don't think they have a charge like that.
A murmur spreads across the courtroom as the tension builds, reporters scribbling furiously to capture every detail. The weight of the accusation hangs heavily in the air. The prosecution's attorney stands, stepping forward with a folder of evidence. Your Honor, they begin. We have proof that Mr. Combs' actions have directly impacted the well-being of his own family. Witness testimonies will prove just that. The courtroom falls into a hushed silence, all eyes now on the evidence that could change everything.
As listened to, you can specifically hear the accuser who alleges that she was being forced to take this tequila shot that she believed was laced with drugs. And in the audio, you can hear her asking Christian Combs if she was being drugged, and he answers, "Take the shot." Now, just to put things into perspective, the accuser was a crew member on the yacht. She was a bartender, and she says that shortly after this incident with the shot, she says she was cornered in a room. She says things became aggressive and physical, and then says that Christian Combs forced himself on her, and then says that it wasn't until another employee on the yacht came into this room that the abuse that she is alleging in this 31-page lawsuit stopped. And she says it only stopped because that person came into the room. Now, I want to read part of what the accuser's attorney is saying right now. What he's saying is, defendant Sean Combs turned what was sold as a wholesome family excursion into a hedonistic environment. It resulted in an unexpected increase in workload for her and for her colleagues, as well as unwanted exposure to unlawful drug use, sex work, and general chaos. Now, why are they naming Diddy in all of this? And it is partially because he was leasing that yacht. Now, he is not accused of sexual assault, but he is accused in this lawsuit of liability and aiding and abetting because he was the one renting the yacht. Now, his attorney, or actually the attorney for both men, also speaking out and denying these allegations, saying this complaint is filled with manufactured lies and irrelevant facts. We will be filing a motion to dismiss this outrageous claim. Again, they have continued to say that this is something that they will fight, that they are innocent in all of this. So we'll have to wait and see how this plays out in court, if it gets to court, or if it gets settled at some point, which has been the case with a previous lawsuit. But again, we'll have to wait and see what happens as Diddy and his son continue to say they're innocent, and the victims here continue to say that they were sexually assaulted, Fred.
And so while music mogul Combs isn't accused of sexual assault in the lawsuit, he has been accused of a range of sexual misconduct in other separate lawsuits. How might that play into this?
Yeah, as I mentioned, one of the lawsuits was settled, but there are others that are currently pending, right? And so there's a lot of the details that we've learned, and attorneys say that there's audio and video of these alleged crimes, or at least some of the alleged crimes. You're seeing some of those cases there. The one with Cassie was the one that was settled, but there are other ones that we'll still have to wait and see how they play out. And of course, we all saw just last month as Diddy's homes in both Miami and Los Angeles were the target of a federal investigation, and we saw that all play out on video last month. But again, it's important to point out that Diddy continues to say that he is innocent. They said this was a gross over.
Diddy finally speaks, his voice lower but carrying through the room. I never wanted this. I did what I had to do for my family. His words fall flat, met with a bitter laugh from his son. What you had to do, that's your excuse. King Combs' voice cuts through the tension. Your empire meant more to you than we did. You put fame, money, and power before your own blood. The room falls silent again, the weight of his words sinking in.
Friends who was actually in the studio with him said that Homeland Security brought him in, and this dude is he's a fraternity brother of mine, but he's also a producer, an engineer, and he was in the studio the night one of the girls made a complaint. The night something happened to one of the girls, and he told the lawyer everything that the girl told him, which was crazy. And Homeland Security brought him in. So he told them they wouldn't let him know what they were doing, but it seemed like that something might happen before Labor Day.
Wow, before Labor Day?
Yeah. They working hard on this, bruh. They working hard. You gotta realize they working with a lot of stuff. They working with the taxes. They got lawyers for the taxes. They got lawyers for the complaints for the what you call that? SA sexual assault complaints. They got lawyers for what else? The drugs, the gun trafficking. They got different lawyers working on all those things, bro. And they got witnesses.
If you don't mind me asking, what was the girl saying to the lawyers?
Oh, the girl has said that that same shit that happened to little Chris, he gave him a bottle of champagne or wine or whatever like that. And once she drank it, she became a certain way and found herself giving him a fellatio in the studio in front of people.
Dang.
The dude said he walked out because he was appalled. He had just had a daughter.
Dang.
So he walked out. So he was appalled. That's what he told me. So I'm like, damn, team. He said, yeah. So the same thing that she told her lawyer, he told the lawyer and Homeland Security. And he was actually there, graduate, a college graduate. You understand? Working, good dude, perfect witness. He told, the engineer told Homeland Security and her lawyer the same exact thing she told them. He said he was appalled at what he saw and walked out. So they got witnesses. They got witnesses, bro. They have people want to make up stuff, but they got people who was there that was witness and speaking about it. See, people get mad because I'm saying it first. They hearing it from me. But I could care less how somebody else feel or think. I'm not here to praise Diddy. No, I'm not. Like Brutus told the Senate, I'm here to bury him. He did enough wrong for people around us, to people around us. He did enough wrong to their mother. He did enough wrong to them. He need to pay the piper. I don't care what nobody say. You can feel whatever you want to feel. You can call Gene Deal whatever you want to call Gene Deal. You can say whatever you want to say. But I came here November the 18th, 2018, and I told y'all from Jump Street, I didn't know I was going to get a platform like Art of Dialogue. I didn't know I was going to get a platform like MREC, different people who helped me build this up. Did I have my own show? Everybody want to come here and think that I just talk about Diddy. You come to the Gene Deal show, you see a different thing. I talk about everything. But when I'm come to do an interview, I answer the questions. And my thing of it right here is this. Is that I'm not here to praise somebody. A real man don't hold or bite his tongue for nobody when injustice has been done to people, first of all, that he got love for. And second of all, for when somebody know that somebody is wrong. I've been saying the same shit since 97, Mighty. I was the one in there holding Big Mom's hand while she crying. These people come over here, I initiated a lot of this stuff for these YouTubers to go to their platforms and talk about stuff, because they sit around and talk about stuff that I didn't say it, that they didn't heard on the Art of Dialogue. You done birthed a lot of these fucking content creators.
Yeah, I mean, you're right about that. I mean, a lot of platforms, did start talking about it after, we've been talking about it for years. So, yeah, you're right about that.
And they were scared at first, Mighty. They were scared to say anything.
But my thing is this, right? With all the money and fame that Diddy has, why is he out here drugging females to get fellatio? You would think, him being who he is, he don't got to do that.
Bruh, he's a different dude from when I was around him and people was like Suge even said that Puff is different now. You understand?
Them drugs make anybody
When he went to
different.
California, man, that's a whole nother stuff, man. Dudes in New York wouldn't even, he probably was doing a little of that stuff right there in New York around people and things like that, but he knew who to do that around. You understand what I'm saying? He knew who to do shit like that around. And when you don't have no conversation, he said it before, he don't know how to talk to women. He don't have no conversation for Jennifer Lopez. I seen him, I was there when they had conversations. She would say some fly shit to him. You know what the perfect day would be with me and you just sitting out here, eating, just sitting out here, having a light lunch, drinking some wine, and just talking and talking and talking. She would say stuff like that to him. You know what I'm saying? And this nigga be looking like he's stuck on stupid. So I've seen him have conversations. He would say to Wolf and them, yo, man, I don't know how to talk to girls. But when you got that kind of money, you shouldn't have to know how to talk.
King Combs' mother, seated in the audience, wipes away a tear, her heart heavy as she watches the exchange. The courtroom falls into an uneasy silence, the weight of years of deception, hurt, and loss sinking into the walls. Every eye is on the family, and in that moment, it feels like time stands still, the gravity of the situation settling over everyone in the room.
Told the people that was in the I guess at the studio that time, that said that it was a drive-by. This is what the little girl, not little girl, I'm sorry about that. Her name is Tiffany Red. Just what she was speaking about on her thing, bruh. She was saying, like, in order to get in that studio, you gotta be buzzed in about 3 or 4, you gotta get buzzed in 2 or 3 times. There's no blood coming from the outside to the inside. He got pictures, I saw the pictures. He got pictures of all the blood and everything in the bathroom. He took pictures, bruh. Now, Diddy is messing with an investigation of a shooting. If he told people to lie and tell the cops that it was a drive-by, and then he had people that he had hired, that people that he knew that was cops and there's friends of his that came in, that talked to the people, that's instruction. No, was it instruction? Destruction. He's instructing of justice when he's trying to interfere with investigation. He could be charged with that because nobody was ever found in the shooting. So that case could still be open because that kid was shot. Obstruction of justice, that's what it is. He obstructed justice because whoever shot that kid in the bathroom, well, it was Justin or Diddy. One of them did it, because 3 of them went in the bathroom together. G, Justin, and Diddy. One got shot. Unless the kid gonna say he shot himself. But Diddy still obstructed justice because he had everybody, he told the people in the studio, he told all the people, and he lied and paid everybody off to lie. He probably paid the guy off who got shot and say, yo, man, listen here, take this money and say that it was a drive-by. So if the DA wanted to get him on something, that's enough right there. That's a criminal act. That's an open case. But the police know it's a lie anyway. You know why?
Why's that?
Any of those studios, anybody that have insurance on a facility have to have surveillance cameras a certain amount of feet away from your facility. So if it was a drive-by, they would have to go to the videotape and the surrounding videotape. So they knew that was a lie. But because he had the money and he had the cops on his payroll.
The prosecution presents messages, financial records, and testimonies detailing Diddy's alleged manipulation and control over his family. King Combs looks away, unable to bear the evidence laid out before him. It's worse than he imagined. He swallows hard before speaking, his voice trembling with the weight of the revelation. All those years, you made me believe you had our best interests at heart, he says, his words laced with betrayal. But it was always about you. Always. The courtroom sits in stunned silence, the truth sinking in for everyone present.
From that weekend where I'm on the baseball field, walking, and Puffing them is like in front of me right there. I got that picture still. It was a Polaroid. I still got that picture. So you know how people gonna make up stuff, they're gonna cut, paste, post, and all this other stuff for views, and then try to make it seem like it's something when it's not.
Yeah, they try to make it seem like it's something that's not. But how you feel about Diddy lawyer? He trying to get him transferred to a jail in New Jersey to get better access to him?
It's not up to Diddy lawyer. It's up to the prison system. The judge even told him, the judge cannot tell the Department of Corrections, the prison department, how to run their prison. Now, he was supposed to get him in some kind of medical facility because of, he think that his life is in danger. Yeah, every prisoner life is in danger.
It's prison.
So they trying to get some special treatment for him. But that's up to the prison system based on his evaluation from his psych evaluation. And they looking at the fact that Epstein, who may have some dealings with Diddy, he died in that place. So they may have a good case, but it's still up to the prison system to decide where he go. And the lawyer, and they don't care how much money you got, but it's based on the lawyer. So that's why if you seen online recently, people coming out, they getting ex-COs or wardens or detectives to speak out and say how dangerous Brooklyn MDC is. That's their lawyers them paying people to come out and talk about that, so to try to help persuade the courts, which is the part of the prison system, to see what they're gonna do, would they do anything to say, yo, listen here, man, this guy's life might be danger over here because people think that he has something to do with Pop, people think he has something to do with Biggie, and they right here in Brooklyn, You understand? It's right here in Brooklyn, and some of the people are still mad that he made Making of the Band walk to Brooklyn from, you know, to get the cheesecake, and just around the corner from the Cheesecake Factory. So, I mean, Junior's. So it might be some dumb shit. So y'all need to get him out of here and ship him to Jersey because somebody gonna kill him over here. Those are good arguments, if you want to call it, but it's bullshit. He gonna get the same treatment no matter how much money he got from them correction officers. Because if they don't and they get caught giving him preferential treatment, they gonna lose their job.
So you feel like Pac fans will try to do something to him?
Pac and Biggie fans. He can have issues with both of them because a lot of people think, because of the statement that 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 made, that he did something to Pac. A lot of people know or think that because of Biggie leaving, they finding out that Biggie was leaving Bad Boy, that he may have had something to do with Biggie. People feel that way. You hear it all the time. You see it all the time on the chats and all that stuff.
Have you heard the reports about Diddy being worried about his kids?
Bruh, he get phone conversation. He get a phone call just like everybody else. And now they got all kinds of things where you got guys got iPads, guys got telephones, iPads, and all that in prison. So his kids are well taken care of. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't worrying about those kids before he got locked up. Not like that. Maybe
and plus they
with
grown.
the baby, but the other girls, they seem like they fine. Quincy seemed like he's doing a good job in making sure that those girls are being taken care of. And the rest of everybody else is grown. Or they young adults. So that's just a ploy, bruh. All that's a ploy to, try to change the circumstances in this situation. But they won't change. His circumstances and situation as far as the correctional facility and where he's being housed at is not going to change until the courts tell him to change it. So all these things that the lawyers is putting up, all these things that the lawyers is saying, it ain't gonna do him no good, bro. It's not gonna do him no good until the courts and his lawyers come in with some good briefs and say, yo, listen here, our client should be released because he did this. If it's 3 months from now, and Diddy has to go to, he's been in jail and then he has to go for another bail hearing, you better hope that he's been in a drug program while he was in jail, he cleaned. You understand what I'm saying? He did something to show the judge that he's different from the first day he walked in. And if he don't do that, he won't get bail anyway. And then this bail ain't just about him being clean and everything. This bail is about the fact that they think
Diddy exhales sharply, running a hand over his face, his expression strained. I made mistakes, but everything I did was for you, he says, his voice filled with regret. King Combs shakes his head, his eyes locked on his father. No, he replies, his voice steady, but filled with raw emotion. Everything you did was for yourself. You used us like pawns. Now you have to face the truth. The courtroom remains silent, the weight of his words hanging in the air as the battle for truth continues.
Man, I'll be dead soon. Man, dude. First of all, there are no recorders and no video cameras or anything like that in the courtroom. That's number one. So clickbait, that's what I'm gonna call it, clickbait. I think that people are speculating too much to get this type of video footage as far as what the sons is thinking or feeling. But I think that I don't know, man. I kind of put myself out there as somebody that knows talent, playing the instruments and all that type of stuff. I put myself out there thinking that I studied music long enough to know and understand talent. And every now and then I'm like, what in the world? Then I start realizing the marketing promotion, and if you're born with a silver spoon in your mouth, you got 90% of the daggone hard work already done. But does that mean you got talent? Let's see. Nope. You don't have no talent. So, and this is Puffy's son. I don't think the man got any talent. I think if you take away that who his father is, he's just a regular John Doe trying to come in here and do some studio time. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. Uncle Mike could be wrong, man. You know, but I don't feel no hits from the guy and everything. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I mean, I need to send me a link. Let me hear some of his music, because I'm sure enough ain't gonna look for it. And I think that Gene is a straight shooter. I really think that, I mean, if you can dance, I call that talent. But half of the stuff that these people are doing, like Gene said something about his engineer. I was an engineer. I'm a sound engineer. I can build things. I built this recording studio, work on cars. In today's world, some of these kids, they ain't got no talent at all. They can't even change their own flat tire. Our world is changing, man. Good gracious. Anyway, I'm gonna get on up out of here. I ain't gonna talk y'all to death at the beginning and the end. Hey, let me know if you're an ender. Love y'all to death, man. I'm looking at videos as I'm doing this. Me opening up the UPS. Uncle Mike is about to go to a whole different level. And I thank y'all, man. I thank y'all. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.